the Sultan of Silver here with you at lunch in the mall. I work at a damn mall. Can't talk too loud because I'm in a cafe right now, sitting in a corner. What we have here is a craggy Missouri Meerschaum Legend. I get bored with pipes, so if you're not screwing around with them, they get boring. And I was literally, this was like a shed pipe. It was just your average run-of-the-mill Missouri Meerschaum Legend. Kind of yellowish looking, filled with plaster, boring plastic kind of thing. Smoked like a beast, but just boring. And it was taking a back seat. Excuse me a second. I don't have my square shot glass with me right now. I'll squeeze the cup. Excuse me. Right. Okay, not too bad. Didn't get too wet. Back to the Legend. I said in a previous video that when I started learning how to rusticate, I was like rusticating and like everything in my life, and I was drawing pictures of rustication patterns. It's just a way of making things interesting. So what I did was basically took a Dremel and made this kind of look like rock. Can you see that close? I did that to the bowl. I call it like a craggy finish. That's just, I've seen that word, but I was using that word before I even knew it was a word. I even did it to the shank. Bowl, shank, stem for you beginners. And I know I'm a beginner compared to many of you. So, and then this is called a ferrule, and it keeps the wood from splitting when you jam a stem in here. So we got that in the metal ferrule. Put that on. See that? So it keeps the wood from splitting. Now, these types of stems, are these called Danish stems? I'm not sure. They're friction fitted, which means you jam them in. They get wider, and the more you put it in, the tighter it gets. So I put it in and I give it one twist. With the ferrule, I don't feel that the pipe is at risk because I actually jammed a stem into a briar pipe shank once and cracked and split, and it just bummed me out. So these are nice. Caps, ferrules, rings, they're nice. This is just your average Danish stem. It's called blood red, although I wish it was redder than this. I wish it was actually red, but got that from Vermont freehand. When I hold it, the heat escapes through the cracks, so it's not as hot. It's not as hot as holding a solid, regular Missouri Meerschaum Legend. My particular thing that I like to do is I like a top that is, I literally will just put it on a foam sanding block and do that. I like the bottom sanded as well. So for me, top, bottom, and now I have renewed interest in this particular pipe. I like it. It's fun. It feels good to hold. Smoke's incredible. And it's been faithful for, I don't know, this has been several years. I first put a brown alcohol ink on it. Let that dry. And then I put a black alcohol ink on it. And then I did the cragifying, if that's a word. And then I put black alcohol ink on it. Hence, you see the little bumps are lighter and the little cracks are darker. Then I just took 1000 grit sandpaper. Let me just take a napkin here, and I just put it in my hand. I just kind of went around in a circle like that, and just basically did the whole thing. Got rid of any burrs that were on this. and then I put it upside down outside, like that. And then I just sprayed it with a satin finish acrylic. That's all. Let it dry overnight, and I will tell you, I just have a renewed interest. So if you have a pipe that you're bored with, don't be afraid to mess around with it. Don't be afraid to take it apart, cannibalize it, use different parts for different things. So now it's not a boring pipe. I like it. It looks good. It doesn't even, to me, it doesn't even look like as much like a corn cob, which I have no problem with. So just something to show you. Hope you like it. Thanks.